that the hardest shot in golf is the one after a bad shot. Can you explain why that is from a neuroscientist, wicked smart point of view?
Yeah. And, the other question that I've asked people is, what's the hardest shot in golf? And I think most people will give me two answers. They'll say the first tee shot, which I don't disagree with. And other people will say like a 40, 50 yard bunker shot. So I get those answers a lot. And I don't, I think they are hard shots, but they're not the hardest shot. So to me, the hardest shot from a neurological perspective is, which is the shot that your brain will simply not allow you to execute what it is that you're capable of doing, right? Because the brain controls your muscles. Muscles have no memory. They have no cognitive functionality. They don't make decisions on their own. No part of your body will move without your brain telling it what to do. Think of a quadriplegic. Their brain works amazing. Their muscles work amazing. They have a spinal injury, so there's no communication, so they can't move anything in their body. So the brain does control every single neuromuscular movement, even the subconscious one. Like I'm talking to you right now and you're nodding your head. You're not consciously saying, "Oh, let me move my head up and down." You're just your subconscious is reacting to the words that I'm saying, presumably because you're agreeing with me. So I found that, and this was a surprise, to be honest, again, that after a bad shot, now a bad shot, there's a scale, right? There's something that you barely miss versus something that is completely out of bounds. So I came up with that 10 scale, 1 through 10, 10 being, from what you wanted to do versus the outcome, it was so far off. And 2 or 3 being from what you wanted to do versus the outcome, it wasn't that far off. So there's a big scale. But once you cross 7, 8, 9, 10, once you get in that range, meaning what I wanted to do versus what the result was a big surprise. The brain, July 4th fireworks, basically, because I can see it that way. It's crazy. It's like the last minute of the July 4th fireworks. And so, because think about it, after that surprise, which is a really bad shot, your brain does what? How did this happen? I can't believe I did this. I had a good round going. I just gave one up. Like I can go on and on.
And then a lot of times you have to maybe hit again. Like if you do hit one maybe out of bounds, now you got to hit a provisional. And I think the provisional is one of the hardest shots in golf too, because you're like, is it out there? Is it not? Yeah. Am I in? Am I out? Do I hit the same club?
Exactly.
And now you're still on the tee. Yeah.
That's my point. And when there's that much noise in your head, then there is severe competition for the neurons. So these are the little cars that travel to your neuromuscular function to swing the club. They're all vibrating much, much higher. You've lost the target because you don't even really see. You see where you want to hit the ball, but there's so much noise in your head that you can't hold it. And now you're more than likely, going to hit a poor shot, and it may take you several hours for your brain waves to come back down so that those neurons are firing at the right frequency for your muscle, so you can hold a target, so you can hit a putt with exactly the right force that you want to hit it at. But, any shot that's between 7 and 10, between what you wanted to do and what the result is, that next shot is the hardest shot in golf. And the most expensive one to recover from, Michael, is not even an OB shot. You're right, that is expensive. But the most expensive shot to recover from is a missed makeable putt. Like that one fires the brain more than a shank, than an out of bounds one. I wasn't expecting to find that. As a matter of fact, when I first saw that, I thought something was wrong with my machine. And then I started looking for it because I can't predict when that's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And so as I started to observe that, I was shocked that a short makeable putt is the most expensive shot in golf, which makes the next tee shot now the most difficult shot in golf. And to prove my point, I kid you not, watch TV at any level on any tour, go watch junior golf, go watch someone playing golf and, wait for when they miss a short putt and look at the next tee shot. There is a significantly high probability that next tee shot is going to be way offline.